I used to have a closet full of clothes for a life that never felt like mine. Structured blazers, designer shoes that I didn't really love walking in, a row of dry clean only dresses for events I dreaded attending. Back then, I lived in a high rise and worked in a fast paced corporate world. I had a title, a tightly packed schedule, and a calendar that told me who I was supposed to be every hour of the day. But under the surface, I was exhausted, anxious, disconnected from my body, my home, my sense of self. And then came the wake up call that I never expected: cancer. Suddenly, everything I thought mattered didn't. All the striving, all the pleasing, all the pushing, it had taken a toll, not just emotionally, but physically. After treatment, I couldn't return to that version of my life. I wouldn't. So I left it all behind. I moved to the mountains. Now I wake up to mist rolling over the trees. I walk barefoot in the grass. I own 2 pairs of shoes, both practical, and I've never felt more free. But here's what I want you to know. You don't have to wait for a crisis to choose a simpler life. You don't have to burn everything down. You can start small, right where you are. Hello, wonderful world. I'm Lauren. I've been a business and life coach for the last 13 years. I live in the natural beauty of the Rocky Mountains with the love of my life, Jackson. Most people know him as Dr. Crawford, linguist and professor of all things Old Norse. It's a simple life, a good life, the one I've always dreamed of having, and I'm grateful every day. It was a long journey to get to this place. I'm sure you understand. Out here, we move slowly. We savor. We believe in kindness, love, and creating memories. Thanks for coming by. Stay a while, join us, and we'll share our stories of how we got here and where we're going. Welcome to the slower way. For the longest time, I thought simplifying meant getting rid of everything. A minimalist aesthetic, empty shelves, nothing cozy or personal. That felt cold and extreme, and honestly impossible. But that's not what simplicity really is. It's not about having less, it's about feeling less weighed down. When I first moved to the mountains, I brought way too much with me. Boxes of things I thought I needed to prove I was successful. Fancy serving platters I'd never used, makeup I hadn't touched in years, clothes for a version of me I'd outgrown. I slowly began letting go, one drawer at a time. A bag of clothes here, a stack of papers there. And with every small choice, I felt a little lighter, a little more like myself. Simplicity isn't about getting it right. It's about creating room to breathe, to feel, to heal. Out here, surrounded by stillness, I learned that I didn't need more to feel whole. I just needed space and the courage to return to what truly matters. If the idea of simplifying your life feels overwhelming, you're not alone. I remember that feeling well. There was a time when I stood in my apartment surrounded by my stuff, closets full of clothes I didn't wear, cabinets packed with things I didn't use, a schedule so full it felt like I could never catch my breath. And I wanted to change, but I didn't know where to start. Because the overwhelm doesn't just live in your space, it lives in your body, in your breath, and the way your chest tightens when you think, I can't keep doing this. Here's what makes it so hard. We're afraid to let go, not just of stuff, but of expectations, roles, identities we've clung to for years. We're told we have to get it perfect, all or nothing, clean house, empty inbox, color-coded everything. And we're already drowning in chaos. So the thought of doing more, even to simplify, feels impossible. But here's the truth I've learned since slowing down, since moving to the mountains, since choosing a different rhythm. Simplicity isn't about doing more. It's about doing less with love. Not overnight, not perfectly, just one small, honest step at a time. Let's talk about how you can begin to simplify in a way that feels gentle, not overwhelming. These steps aren't about doing everything. They're about creating a little space to breathe. Step 1, start with one area. I started with a single drawer in my kitchen. That's it. Because when everything feels heavy, the only other way through is one step at a time. So choose something small, a drawer, a shelf, 10 minutes of your morning routine. Ask yourself, does this bring me ease? Does this support the life I want to build? And then gently, without pressure, let go of what no longer fits. You don't have to do it all. Just one thing today, and maybe one tomorrow. Step 2, prioritize what truly matters. Simplicity isn't just about your stuff. It's about your time, your energy, your heart. Ask yourself, what do I value most? For me, it's peace, connection, and presence. But back in my old life, I was giving most of my energy to everything but those things. So I began to realign. I started saying no to what didn't serve those values, and yes to what did. Not always perfectly, but intentionally. When you know what matters most, you don't have to do it all. You just focus on what matters. Step 3, let go of perfectionism. Perfection used to rule my life, and all it did was keep me stuck. When I moved to the mountains, I let go of that pressure. My shelves don't match. My socks aren't folded perfectly like they used to be. My hair isn't always done, but my nervous system is calmer. My heart is lighter. You don't have to simplify perfectly. You just have to start and be kind to yourself along the way. Step 4, build in space to rest. Simplifying isn't only about what you remove. It's about what you make room for. And the most important thing you can make space for is rest. In the early days of recovery, rest was everything. Sometimes it was just sitting outside, watching the clouds drift. Sometimes it was crying on the floor because I didn't know who I was without the hustle. But always, it was sacred. You don't need hours. Start with 5 minutes. Unplug, breathe, sit in silence. Watch the way the light shifts across the floor. Rest isn't a luxury. It's where healing begins. When you begin to simplify, something quiet and beautiful starts to happen. The noise softens. The pressure lifts. You start to feel like yourself again. Not the version who's always rushing, always pleasing, always proving, but the version of you that breathes deeply, moves slowly, notices the way sunlight moves across a room. You begin to live in your life instead of just managing it. For me, that looked like trading heels for hiking boots, replacing back-to-back meetings with morning walks under the trees, and slowly feeling joy again. Not the loud, performative kind, the quiet kind, the kind that lives in ordinary moments, the kind you can trust. This isn't about becoming a minimalist or doing everything right. It's about alignment. It's about asking yourself, does this life reflect who I really am, and having the courage to say yes to what brings you peace and no to what doesn't. Thank you for sitting with me in this quiet space. If you're feeling called to simplify, to slow down, to create a life with more meaning and less noise, know this: you don't have to do it all. You don't have to do it perfectly. You just have to begin with one small area. And if you'd like company on the journey, I'd love to have you in the Slower Way community. Subscribe here for more gentle guidance. Join our Discord space to connect with kindred spirits. And share your own story in the comments. I'll be there, listening. Let's build lives that feel like home. One quiet, intentional moment at a time.